Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Student of class 9, Assalamu alaikum. I am your Pakistan Studies teacher, Miss Nighat. Children, we have provided you first and second assignment by the school. I hope you have done it and understand it very well. Today, I am explaining you chapter number 7, Population of Pakistan, from page number 115. So, open page number 115. This is page number 115 and the chapter number 7, the population of Pakistan. Now I am explain it. Students, the people of any country are its real wealth. They who make use of the country's resources and decide its policies. Ultimately, a country is known by its people, where they live or prefer to live, and the work they do. Student, you know what is census? The process of collecting data about demographic characteristic is called census. A census is usually held every 10 years. In Pakistan, the first census was held in 1951, the second one is 1961, the third one is 1972, the fourth one is in 1981, and the fifth one was held in 1998. According to the last census, the population of Pakistan was 132.352 million, and the census of 2018, the population of Pakistan is 212.2 million. It is necessary to understand the ratio between the number of people to the size of land. This ratio is called the density of population. The 10 most populous countries of the world contribute about 60% of the world population. Of these 10 countries, 6 are located in Asia. Pakistan is one of them. Population size is the number of individual in the population. Population density is the average number of individual per unit of para or volume. The pattern of spacing of individual in a population may be affected by the characteristic of a species or its environment. Population composition is the description of population defined by characteristics such as age, race, marital status. The data is often compared using a population pyramid. Population composition is also a very important part of history research. In population wise, Pakistan rank in number 5th in the list of countries. The population density in Pakistan is 287 per square kilometer. The total land area is Pakistan is 770,880 kilometer. 35.1% of the population is living in urban areas. The Constitution of Pakistan accepts education is one of the fundamental rights of the citizen. However, like many other developing countries, the conditions in the education sector in Pakistan are not very encouraging. A literate person defined in the census is a person of the age of 15 years or above who can read and write. The definition also includes those citizens who can merely write their names. According to 1998 census, overall 42.7% of Pakistanis were literate. 55.3% males and 29% females were literate. The overall literacy rate according to the 1999 and 2000 estimates has gone up to the 47.1%. Here are the facts and figure of literacy percentage. Male 61 and female is 36, 45% in 1998 census. Student, what you know the urban and rural population? The urban population means that its size is 5,000 or more and it has basic civic facilities of the life are available. The industrial sector is usually located in near the cities. There are more employment opportunities in cities. The urban population increased from 17.8% constantly and increasing. and in rural areas have less population and there are less facilities of life as compared with cities. The life in the rural areas is simple. There is less employment opportunities in rural areas. Their life is difficult as they lack of basic civic amenities of life. Student, migration also result in population size changes. Migrations mean is the movement of people from one place to another. It may be permanent, temporary, or seasonal. Migrants who move into a new place are called immigrants, and those who move out of a place are called immigrants. Can you think the reason why people migrate? People migrate for a better economic and social life. There are two sets of factors that influence migration. Under some circumstances, like unemployment, poor living conditions, political turmoil, unpleasant climate, natural disaster, epidemic, and socio-economic backwardness, is they are called migration. Causes of population growth. Overpopulation is an undesirable condition where the number of human existing human population exceed the carrying capacity of earth. Overpopulation is caused by a number of factors: reduced mortality rate, better medical facilities, depletion of precious resources are few of causes which resulted in overpopulation. Rapid population growth is one of the main reasons for increasing the number of people on the move from livelihood, and migration has been a major factor of rapid population growth in urban areas in less developed countries. Here are the main causes of population growth. Here are the main causes of population growth in Pakistan. Number one is social factor. People think that having a large family is a source of strength. Number two, no to family planning. People do not take interest in family planning. Number three, poverty. People think that they can get rid of poverty by having a large family. Early marriages. Early marriages is also added to the growth of children. Lack of education, the low literacy rate also contribute to the higher population growth. And son preference is also the cause of population growth. It is important and necessary for the economic and social progress of a country to maintain a balance between the national resources and the national population. It is population If the population is low, national resources cannot be exploited. It If the population is high and its growth is also high, there is undue pressure on national resources and it becomes difficult to maintain prosperity and national development of the country. The total resources of Pakistan are not increasing along with the rate of growth of population. The result is an undue pressure on the existing resources and the country is faced with population explosion. The effects of population explosion are rise in unemployment, reduction in per capita facilities of sanitation, health and education, rising incidence of disease, high birth and death rate, necessary to reduce the rate of population growth and to increase the national resources. How can it reduce it? Here are some uh, here are some steps to reduce the pressure of population on resources. By decreasing the population growth rate and increasing the national resources, a balance can be maintained between population growth and resources. The productive resources like industry, handicraft, cottage industry, agriculture, and trade should be developed at the first rate. There are a shortage of skilled people in the country. A large number of skilled people have gone abroad from employment. It is important that technical education and training should be encouraged in the country. More land should be brought under cultivation. Besides, the land affected by water logging and salinity should be made fit for cultivation. New resources should be covered, especially in the mining and mineral oil exploration. And what is the effect of the growing population on health and education? When Pakistan got independence in 1947, there were only two medical colleges here. One medical college was at Lahore and the other was at Karachi. However, there are 46 medical colleges now. The colleges belong to both private and public sector. Small hospitals and dispensaries are present at district and tehsil levels. In cities, people can hardly afford huge fees of private doctors and private clinics. The condition of government hospitals is so bad that people hesitate to go there for medical facilities. The standard of education is going down day by day. The government is unable to provide education to all in the children as the population growth rate is still high and there is a shortage of funds for education. The literacy rate of Pakistan is only 45%. The government efforts to promote primary education with the help of private sector has not met with success. The provision of food is the basic need of every human being. The provision of food is becoming a big problem for the ever growing population of the country. About 24% of the population of our country is living below the poverty line. People are suffering from malnutrition and undernutrition. It is affecting their health. The sharp and continuous increasing in the commodities of food is making poor people of the country to eat properly. There is a danger of famine and poor peoples. Students, come on the third assignment. Here are four questions. Question number one: what are the causes of growth of population in Pakistan? I am also explain it. How does the growth and migration of population affect on country development? Question number three: how can a balance between be maintained between the growing population and natural resources? And number four is describe the effect of growing population on health and education. Four questions. Here are four questions and all questions are explain it very well. I hope you will understand it very well. If you have don't understand any question, so come in school and ask me. I will solve your problem. Okay, take care. Allah Hafiz.